Peace, family. Woke up this morning and found out Baltimore has been named the most dangerous city in America. Let's hear what they had to say on the news about my beautiful city, Bmore.
Baltimore makes national headlines again, now being named the most dangerous city in the country by USA Today. And longtime residents are calling the attention disheartening. This as city police investigate a deadly shooting tonight in Highlandtown. WJZ's Live, Avajoy Burnett has reaction to the disturbing statistics. Avajoy.
Vic, the headline called Baltimore City the most dangerous in the nation, and this unenviable title came after a record number of murders in 2017. Monday evening, a murder investigation was underway near Patterson Park. Police say two masked men walked into a barber shop. Two people were shot, and one of them died.
Two suspects on the street right now that we're trying to get a hold of that are responsible for this.
As the city tries to clamp down on this type of violent crime, the nation is watching. A USA Today article dubbed Baltimore the most dangerous city in the nation, a designation that came after more than 340 murders in 2017.
I've been in Baltimore my whole life, and I don't feel like I'm in danger every day.
With nearly 56 murders per 100,000 people, Baltimore outpaced cities like D.C., New York, and Philly. They all had fewer than 20 murders per 100,000 people. Chicago had 650 homicides, but the per capita rate was still lower than Baltimore's.
It was definitely heartbreaking.
Councilman Christopher Burnett says this image problem could affect tourism, and residents could pack up and leave.
We have a lot to offer, but when the narrative is so much violence, that is the reality, is there's so much violence, it becomes very difficult to control that.
The police department says it's more aggressive with stopping known criminals. 300 plus have been arrested since December. And technology like City Watch cameras are helping track crime and perpetrators. Baltimore has the world to look beyond a headline and see its charm.
It's a shame when people who don't come in the city and don't experience the city, don't have relationships here, want to make comments about it.
The police department says there's been about 32 homicides so far this year compared to 47 at the same time last year. Now, the city council member I spoke with earlier today says he's very optimistic about the acting commissioner. Live tonight, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.
Avajoy, thank you. And police say they believe the people who were shot at the barbershop in Highlandtown were targeted. They're asking people to call Metro Crime Stoppers with any tips.
All right. Now, you see, they say they're asking people to call Metro Crime Stoppers. But you see that picture on the left? Snitches get stitches and turned into bitches. But check this out, fam. Now, one thing they didn't report on is all the crime that those crooked-ass Baltimore police have committed. Now, I'm quite sure that them crimes that corrupt police gang committed, I'm quite sure they went into the records, right? And I'm waiting on them to be hit with some murder charges, because there was a one guy that testified on those police gangs. He was a former police that said the ringleader of that gang had trash bags full of prescription drugs that got stolen from the pharmacy, the CVS pharmacy, and different pharmacies that got hit during the riots, during the Freddie Gray riots. So the police officers got their hands on those drugs, man, and they end up being distributed throughout the city. Because if anybody been paying attention, the murder rate in Baltimore went through the ceiling after the Freddie Gray riots. And I couldn't figure out why. You know, and I had put something on Facebook, man. I said something is driving the people in Baltimore City fucking crazy, man. Because we had a lot of senseless murders, man, that happened. Come to find out, beneath it all, we had some crooked-ass police on the street that was responsible for robberies, drug dealing, and a whole lot of shit, man. People was ODing off of fentanyl, and the fucking police, man, they had all these prescription drugs, and I'm quite sure that there was some fentanyl in there. And Baltimore also passed a law last year that if you was a drug dealer and somebody OD'd off the drugs you was selling, and they could tie it back to you, then you was getting a body. Yeah, you was getting a murder charge. So, if the police is responsible for a lot of those prescription drugs being on the street, and they can tie their shit back, they can tie some overdoses back to the drugs that the police sold, then they ass should get murder charges as well. So I'm looking for the police, for them crooked ass. They already been found guilty of corruption and robbery and all that, man. Everything came out. They started singing like birds, man. Now, and everybody was innocent. They wanted to get out. That's what they say. If you follow the story, most of the policemen claim that they wanted to get out. They real sorry for what they did. You know the average story of a criminal that get caught. You know, they all of a sudden turn remorseful after they get caught. So yeah, family, I just wanted to let y'all see that Baltimore City is going down in history as the most dangerous city in Baltimore. The dangerous city in America. Again, this ain't the first time. Baltimore at one time was a murder capital. D.C. was a murder capital one time. New York. You know, everybody gets a turn. So y'all be safe, man. I just wanted to report on that, man. Peace.